In today's episode, I am going to be showing you the reasons why you are not making any money trading meme coins and why all the best trading opportunities just blow past you without you actualizing and really getting to capitalize off of all the fluctuations. So I am assuming that you guys already know what bullx pump vision is. Bullx pump vision is this particular interface that you are seeing, and based on your customization, your aka your filters, you've got your results and the things that you're looking at. So I'm not really going to dive and go deep into the type of filters that I use. You guys can really do that by yourselves. And it also depends on one trader to the other, because everybody has got like a different trading background and a different trading idea, or rather sort of strategy. Okay. So the thing that I really want to highlight today is the levels that you're supposed to be looking at and how you are supposed to be milking the markets. So if you were to look at this particular graph right over here, right, it doesn't really look as interesting because, let's say for example, you're one of the few savvy people who got to find out about SAA, and you go in right over here. If you didn't do anything in the past, because this coin has been around for the past 6 to 8 hours, if you go in here and you didn't do anything, you wouldn't really be as happy as somebody who was trading the volatility. So when it comes to meme coin trading, right, you have to milk it, especially if you are seeing some good statistics as far as the holder numbers and other metrics. Okay, so if you are seeing that this is definitely a very good coin, it's a genuine coin, it has got genuine data, and everything seems legit, right? And you are seeing interest continue increasing. If people are interested in a particular meme coin, right, the holder number is definitely going to be increasing. So this is one of the reasons why I consistently look at the holder numbers, because if people are interested, right, definitely the number is going to be growing. So what am I trying to say? I usually post a lot of buy signals, right? By the way, link is in the description box or in the comment section below. Today, I did let you guys know about this coin when it was below 300,000 US dollars. I gave you my disclaimer. Of course, these are meme coins, so I couldn't, outrightly tell you to sell your cars and your kids so that you can buy this coin, because a lot of times meme coins really end up disappointing us, and they can end up bragging. So this is one of the reasons why I always give multiple disclaimers, so that you guys can never ever get to blame me. Okay, but the show has to go on and we have to trade. So what am I trying to let you guys know? In order for you to make a lot of money trading meme coins, right, you have to, number one, understand how to get the best coins to look at and how to figure what really works in terms of the coins that graduate, or the coins that are about to graduate, or basically the coins that are definitely going to have a very strong survival rate or chance, because a lot of meme coins end up dying. Okay, so once you figure out coins that you can most likely look at, and then you figure out and realize that, okay, this thing is actually good, I need to sort of get in and start trading it. What you have to now start identifying are the levels of getting in and out, and also the psychological levels as well. So one thing that you have to realize is, before a Solana meme coin goes on Radium, right, there's a lot of psychological triggers. There's a lot of psychological numbers that are key and important for the price action of a particular coin. Let me explain. You guys already know that if you go on pumpfund.com, right, in order for a coin to graduate from pump fund to radium, it has to have a bonding curve of around let's randomly look at a coin. It has to have a bonding curve which is equivalent to around maybe like 100,000 US dollars or 99,000 US dollars etc. Yeah, so let me try to find something, because I want to get the exact figure. Let me get something that hasn't already reached its bonding curve, because it shows the price. So here it says, in order for this coin to graduate, right, it has to hit 99,523. This is the bonding curve. So already you know that at 100,000 US dollars, right, there's going to be some sort of reactions. And most of the times before the price reaches 100,000, right, there's going to be fluctuations on pump fund. There's going to be order blocks and psychological levels and actual levels that are going to play a key role. So if you take a look at this coin, for example, right, from pump fund, obviously we do not have that data. So let me try and grab the contract and go to pump fund. So let's search this one, because I would also love to give you an overview of what happens on pump fund, because you are supposed to understand and figure out the most interesting parts as far as the trading trajectory of a coin prior to hitting radium. So if you take a look at this one, right, this is ACE. So let's change the candles to Heikenhashi candles. And if you take a look at the price trajectory, right, let's go to market cap. When this one was listed, right, it just shot up from 36, retraced, came back to around 52,000. So right over here, you already have one consistent level. This is the very beginning of the most interesting order block. Okay, so let me grab that, extend it. So as we continue trading this one, right, we already know which levels are going to be crucial. Okay, so from the beginning, from pump fund, you're supposed to know what levels are key, what levels are going to give you some sort of potential support. So after all has been said and done, if this price of Solana AI agent comes back down to these extremely low levels, right, we know that there's going to be a reaction here, because there is an order block right over here. This order block is very, very important. Okay, this is obviously an extreme scenario and narrative. Okay, so now let's go to the next order block. So the reason why I really like trading order blocks is because order blocks give me easy support and resistance. So from this low level order block right over here on pump fund, right, the other psychological order block and actual order block is right over here. Easy peasy stuff. So take a look at this one, and if you extend it, this order block right over here is key, and it has been playing a lot of crucial support and resistance. Look at how many times this order block played major support before the price bounced. So all you have to do when you figure out the coins that are doing very well, the coins that are working, just look at the order blocks. In case you guys don't know anything about order blocks, go on Google and type in what are order blocks, and you guys are going to figure out what order blocks are. So basically, an order block is a price level where large institutional traders have placed significant buy and sell orders, which can indicate potential market movements. Order blocks are a key part of trading and can be used to make informed trading decision. So when I sort of highlight these order blocks, right, I am looking at potential areas where there was a lot of supply and demand, and where there was a lot of meaningful trading action. Because when it comes to trading, right, not a lot of info is relevant to you. Let's say, for example, if you take a look at this stretch, the only key areas that I'm going to be looking at as a trader are the key areas that brought a change in price. So let me give you an example. From here, right, all the way up there was one trend. There was an uptrend. To me, this particular price action right over here, the only relevant information that I can get from that action is it was in high demand. There was significantly high demand, therefore the price was getting pushed higher and higher. But prior to this particular sudden change, okay, something triggered the price right over here. Something happened right over here. Either something happened or somebody important or somebody who's got a lot of money came in the market and they influenced what happened afterwards. And this is one of the reasons why I am only going to be interested in looking at areas where significant market action happened. It's more like you're trying to sort of fight a battle. This is the easiest way that I can explain it. Imagine you are on a battlefield, right? And there's a border. And beyond this particular border, right, you've got a lot of troops who are defending a particular border area. Let me give you an example of, let's say there's Ukraine and there's also Russia. This is a very bad example to give you, but I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to resonate. Imagine this particular area right over here. This whole area is Russia, right? And then this area is Ukraine. So what we're having at this particular level is a line of defense. And at this particular border, right, a lot of, support, a lot of ammunition, a lot of security defense mechanisms are in place. So if the Ukrainian troops come to this level and penetrate this level, right, there is a higher probability that they are likely to infiltrate more territory in the Russian Federation. You get my point? However, if Russia defends at this particular level, right, and it sort of rejects the Ukrainian troop, obviously there's going to be a retracement right over here, and potentially Russia could further infiltrate this particular, territory belonging to the Ukrainians. And this is one of the reasons why order blocks are important. Order blocks are market defenders or market infiltrators. If at this particular level there is a barrier, a boundary, and once the price sort of overcomes this level and it continues pushing up, then when the price comes back to this level, there's going to be a reaction, whether you like it or not. Look at how many times the price reacted when it came to this particular boundary. The reason why there was an immediate uptrend right over here is due to the fact that somebody important here, somebody who's got a lot of buying power, somebody who's got a lot of influence, influenced the markets. Ever since they got in, we had no resistance. The price kept on going further and further and further until there was no more demand, and then it retraced. So naturally, the person or the institution or the entity that bought here bought a lot of SAA contracts, and they are not definitely going to allow the price, to come back to these lower levels without the markets reacting, because they took a lot of contracts out of supply. And this is one of the reasons why before it finally lost a lot of value, right? It took a while before coming back down to these levels. And right now, the immediate bounce that we had is off of this order block right over here. And this is one of the reasons why if you are extremely lazy, or if you don't really have a lot of time to sit down and look at the charts from, morning to sunset, all you have to do is know the levels that are key and important. So let's say, for example, you missed this particular trade right over here when the price is pumped, right? Your second best entry was right over here at this order block. Just wait for the price to go to the order block and wait for the reaction. And that was your percentage right over here. You made 180% profit just by waiting for the price to come back to the order block. And this is one of the reasons why I always encourage the people in my group to always understand the levels to get in and get out from. One of the strategies that I'm using right now is a simple order block. forget about other complicated stuff. Just figure out bearish and bullish order blocks. So I gave you a bullish order block. Now let me give you a bearish order block so that you guys can understand the reason why order blocks are very important. For example, this one right over here is an order block. Okay, so if you really want to like understand how to sort of further get into these order blocks, is it possible if I can get a 3-minute time frame so that you can really see, so that we can really get it at the right levels? Of course, you're not really going to get it as perfect as we would like, right? So the bearish order block right over here is this one, this candle. Okay, this one, right? No, that one. This one right over here. This one, this green one. You can also argue to say this one was also a very significant candle right over here, this doji. So if we use both this one and that one, then we are going to have an exact idea of what I'm talking about. So I'm going to use the bodies of these two. Okay, you see how I pinpointed the bearish order blocks right to the, to the point. And I'm only following that candle and that one. But if we were to be very serious about it, I would consider this one, just the body close, because the body close, I'm not really going for the wicks of this particular candle because, it just shows a lot of imbalance and whatnot. But where a lot of value was exchanged is in between, the open and the close, and where a lot of transactions were made. So if we extend this, right, we're definitely going to see some sort of reaction somehow. Okay, and sometimes the price is not really going to be as extreme. And a lot of people would also argue that, hey, why don't you want to take the week? So if we extend it, and this is one of the reasons why I was telling you that I would consider 2 order blocks. But by definition, the best order block that you're supposed to look at is the last green candle before the price breaks down. Okay, so if you're looking for a bullish order block, you're supposed to look at the last red candle before the price continues its upward trajectory. In this particular case, right over here, this candle is the last red candle. So that's the one that we are looking at. Okay, and if we had to go by the body, right? So let me also sort of zoom in. So remember, we're looking at the last red candle in terms of the bullish order block. This one right over here. I'm sure you guys can see it. Yeah, that one. That's the one that I'm talking about. So we're going to look at the body, only the body. But if you want to be, a little bit conservative, you can also look at the wicks. So we do that, and we show the extension. This is what we're getting right over here. Okay, but the price is reacting within the wicks as well. So this is one of the reasons why I personally wouldn't invest when we are below the order block right over here. I would wait for the price to come back inside the order block and push towards the upside, because sometimes when you get in here, what if the price continues going back down? So this is one of the reasons why you have to wait for the order block to defend itself. Okay, so remember, we got the last red candle before the price went up. So if we want to find the bearish order block, we get the the last green candle before the price came back down. So which is one of the reasons why we are going to be focusing on this green candle, not the previous one that we were looking at. Let's get the last green candle. Okay, so by that particular trading analogy, we sort of come back here and we look at the body, not the wicks of the last green candle. So I hope you guys can see, this is what I'm looking at. This is the candle that I'm looking at right over here. I'm looking at the whole body, okay, without going to the wicks and whatnot. So if you take a look at this, look at where we got rejected. It's pretty close, very close to our resistance. Remember, bearish order blocks are going to give you resistance points. So right now you are trading within this range, okay? And if you take a look at the recent price action of what has been happening, right? I can tell you for a fact that eventually we are going to see the price come back below this level, take down this bearish order block right over here, and guess where the price is going to go next? It's going to go to the next bullish order block, which we have right over here. So psychologically speaking, I already know what is bound to happen. If the price of continues being bullish and it continues going up, right, I would always be looking forward to seeing how the price is going to interact with this resistance coming in from the bearish order block right over here. And right now, it really looks like we're sort of losing a little bit of momentum, and we're likely going to sort of come back down to this level. So theoretically speaking, there could be another potential trade right over here. It comes, forms a double bottom, and then sort of pushes up, then comes back down again, and then eventually break down and go to this particular order block right over there and find some support. So this is where I would sort of get in and expect a little bit of a bounce, depending on how bearish or bullish we're going to be. Maybe we're going to get rejected right over here because there was this bearish order block, bullish order block that is going to turn into resistance. You understand? So before I even continue trading, I already have a trajectory of the type of levels that I'm going to be looking at. So already it is very easy for me to trade this pattern because I already know my levels. I already know the interesting levels, the important levels, and the levels that I'm supposed to be avoiding, and the levels that I'm supposed to be buying in if the price behaves in a certain way. So as you can see, right, once you figure out this particular strategy, you're going to understand how to play the markets. And the markets are very lucrative. You do not really need the price of a meme coin to go to 100 million US dollars in order for you to make a 10x, because playing these fluctuations, for example, let's do the math. From here to there, that's like literally a 3x, a 300% profit. Let's say, for example, you get in here, you sell, you get a 2x, conservatively speaking, because obviously you're not going to get in at the bottom right over here. And at this level, you do not really know if it is an order block or not. So you don't really have that confirmed type of understanding of the markets. But anyhow, let's say, for example, you get in here at this level, because this level is something that you could have traded, and when I posted on my Telegram group, we were at these levels, where we were at 297. This is one of the reasons why I was like, okay, this thing has got something. We were literally around this level, and for me, I was even able to tell that this is gonna be bouncing because I was using an extreme time frame. Okay, but not a lot of people are going to be able to realistically do that. So this is one of the reasons why it is important for you to get the best next price. So this right over here is already a 300% profit, a 3x. You sell. And this is one of the reasons why you shouldn't fall in love with meme coins. The first thing that you're supposed to do when you get a buy signal or you find an interesting meme coin is whenever you reach 100% profit, whenever you make 100% profit, de-risk. And this is one of the reasons why I had follow-up, suggestions for you. I was telling you to de-risk. I told you to de-risk, because people made basically a 200% profit, and I reminded you to de-risk because the price comes back down. So imagine if you bought at this buy recommendation right over here and you didn't de-risk, you would have already come back to zero because the price is now back to your entry. So if you do not de-risk and take profit, you're not going to find trading meme coins lucrative. Okay, so that right over here is a 3x. 3x plus another bounce. Let's say, for example, because this one right over here was a clear double bottom. Okay, and due to the fact that this level is now acting as, previous resistance acting as support. Okay, this level right over here, you enter again, boom, you take that one. That's like a 50-60%. So 300% plus 60%, that's 360%. Okay, the coin hasn't even reached 10 million US dollars, but you're already up 3.6x already. Okay, you exit. Now you wait for a very confirmed and juicy trade. This trade right over here was a very easy, juicy, confirmed trade. Okay, so remember we are at 360%. You take this trade right over here, and you also make 168. So 168 plus 360, that's close to a 500%. Okay, you exit using the strategy of a bearish order block, because you already know that this level is going to give you some sort of problem. So you exit. You are now at 5x. The price comes back down. Of course, I wouldn't take these trades because they are very, very risky. Moreover, if you know anything about Elliott wave, you already know what's going on right over here. This is a correction. You wait for the correction to be over, and you take this trade. This one was a very short trade. Just like I told you, bullish order block, there's bound to be a reaction. So this one right over here was another, let's say, for example, you get in here. This one was 140%. So 500 plus another 140%, that's more than a 600% profit, 642% profit. So one particular good meme can make you a 6x, even if the price is around 400k. As long as you've got your volatility and you've been trading it, you can make close to a 10x, even without the market cap of a meme coin going to 2 million or 10 million or 20 million. It's all about trading, getting in, out, and moreover, remember, you de-risked already. You already de-risked as soon as you reached 100% profit. So the only amount of money that you're playing with are your profits. You get my point? So if you put in $100, you get 100%. You now have $100 in the chart. Then the $100 turns into a 6x. Now you're trading with the $600. $600 is absolutely risk-free, and you're trading in and out, and you're playing with the fluctuations. But before you can get to playing the fluctuations, you have to do your preliminary investigations, and this is where the pump vision filters come through. As you can see right over here, right? If I were interested in this trade, I would sort of look at the different metrics, see what's going on, etc. Then I would start playing it in and out until I milk it. Okay, so if you have this mentality, you're going to find that in a day, all you gotta do is find one good meme to trade, and you just milk it. Just play the order blocks. Support, resistance, figure out the trading range that you're going to be playing. That's it. Do not overcomplicate stuff. And I'm sure a lot of people who took a look at these things that I was posting here, a lot of them, and I understand sometimes you guys have got a busy schedule, which I get. And if you've got a busy schedule, you can't really play these fluctuations. Your strategy would just be finding something undervalued and riding it till it reaches 100 million US dollars. So this is one of the reasons why every solution is catered to a different demographic. So you have to figure out what demographic you belong in. Are you the type of person who's available? Are you busy? If you are busy, then probably your best strategy would be finding self-investments between 1 million to about 10 million. Buy and invest and hold them for a month, 2 or 3 months. you know. But if you've got some time, if you've got some trading background knowledge, etc., and then you don't even need to spend a lot of time like researching about trading, etc. Just know the important stuff. Just figure out where the order blocks are, how to figure out whether something is going to have some more momentum towards the upside, etc. Easy stuff. Okay, so that's what I wanted to like sort of clarify, because a lot of people usually don't understand how to take my information. And by the way, like for example, when I say this is for research purposes, it's up to you to sort of, come up with your own conclusive decision, and make your decision. Because as an influencer or a key OL, right? I can't really say blatant stuff. Like, I'm not going to say, go buy this right now, because it's going to get me in trouble. And I also want you to have some sort of accountability as well. I want you to have a level of accountability, self-accountability, because a lot of you guys usually end up, blaming others because you do not want to take the blame. And this is one of the reasons why most of the times I'm just going to be sort of telling you what my thoughts are as far as some coins are concerned. Then all you have to do is dig deeper. Go deeper, and go down in the trenches and add your other customized probing methods, strategies, whatever you use, and figure out whether a particular play is of use to you. That's the only way that I can help you. But otherwise, if you guys are looking for people who are going to like hold your hand until the whole journey and road is overcome, then it's gonna be difficult. You get my point. So that's just how it is. Anyway, that's all I had for you. I hope you guys understood. That illustration about Russia and Ukraine was so wild. I'm sure you guys were just thinking, what the hell is this guy talking about? But hey, that's the only way that I can get to explain order blocks in a very digestible manner. Okay, just think about borders, and you guys are going to get it. Okay, so yeah, that's all I had for you guys today. bullx pump vision is absolutely crazy, and there's been a lot of opportunities. Just figure out how to get the right filters, and based on your trading action as well, your trading capabilities, all that stuff. Because maybe my filters are not going to be appropriate for you, and your level of analyzing and sort of digesting stuff, maybe it's not going to work. So this is one of the reasons why you're supposed to tweak and see what works for your setup, your schedule, and just basically your experience as well. But hey, if you guys really insist, I can always do a video about my pump vision filters and what I look at. So yeah, you guys be awesome. Remember, check out the link in the description. My group is absolutely free. I'm not going to have any more paid groups. Paid groups are a pain in the bum, so I'm just going to keep the people that I have right now. And yeah, I'm not going to do any more paid groups. You guys just, it's a lot of work. I'm just going to be with the people that I'm with at the moment, the current groups that I have. But for the most part, I'll be giving you as much value in the public Telegram group as well. Because today I literally poured my heart out for you guys, and hopefully you took the trades. And of course, if you didn't take profit, but I was reminding you to de-risk, like who does that? I tell you when to get in, when to get out, etc. And yeah, you guys be very careful. Be very, very careful. So that's all I had for you. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and be blessed.